Giveaway winner announcement. Big Mama 409 on YouTube. If you are hearing this, please come claim your prize within 24 hours. You won the miniature skull from Delirium Studios. Please claim your prize within 24 hours or another winner will be selected. What's up, dirty plant hoes and all you dirty plant enthusiasts out there? It is I, Rachel, your plant madam. And today we are going to be doing a Spider Farmer tent update because today's video is sponsored by Spider Farmer. Not only is today's video sponsored by Spider Farmer, but they are actually going to send me a 5x5 grow tent exclusively for growing vegetables indoors because I've told you guys about my struggles with having enough light. They are sending me that, and they're also sending me one really long grow light. I'll put the name of the grow light specifics here on the bottom. And I have a couple of grow lights that I can supplement. Oop, I'm always kicking the tripod. I also have some supplemental lighting that I'm gonna throw in there when it does get here. So I'm pretty excited. The first things that I'm gonna put inside that tent are a whole bunch of seeds that I started from Pinky at Hot Farms, a bunch of variegated tomato varieties and variegated pepper varieties. So that's pretty exciting. And because I've already planted some Ozark strawberries outside and a blackberry bush in like a container. I'll show you guys some other time my containers out front, but very, very, very excited for the grow tent to get here and very, very thankful to Spider Farmer for sending it to me because they're literally making my gardening dreams come true this year. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to grow other than like 2 or 3 containers out in my front yard, and that would be it. So it's pretty exciting. Thank you, Spider Farmer. Okay, so if you watch any of my other content like Heart Shaped Leaves After Dark, you would know that I am really struggling with the tent, and it is not the tent's fault. It is a pest's fault, and that pest's name is Thrips. And I found it probably maybe 2 months ago. It was around the same time that I released the lacewing larvae all over, even in the tent and everything. And someone asked me, are you sure it's not lacewing larvae and not thrips? But I remember what the larvae looked like when I released them, and they don't look like that. They looked like thrips. So I've got thrips, and I just wanted to show you guys today that I lost a couple of plants in the tent because of it. I don't think I was looking for it super intensely right at first, but I didn't lose a ton of things. And actually some things are growing just fine, and I haven't seen a stitch of thrips on them. So I'm gonna give you a little update on this grow tent, which is an amazing grow tent if you're thinking about growing vegetables, or if you're thinking about an indoor grow, or if you're thinking about like microgreens or houseplants, and you just want more light for them and you want a more humidity controlled environment. A grow tent is perfect, especially if you don't have an outdoor space. Like I live on a 1 acre property right now, but it's completely wooded and completely shaded. So a grow tent is the only way that I'm gonna be able to grow certain things. Am I done singing the praises of Spider Farmer yet? I'm pretty excited about growing vegetables, so. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys off the tripod, and I wanna take you into the tent and just show you some updates and what's going on. The tent's been perfect. Spoiler alert, the tent's perfect. But some plants, especially like next to the tent, when I realized that the thrips had moved from what I thought was being contained in the tent, and they moved outside into the actual garage. Now, my Monstera albo and my Monstera aurea are not in the tent anymore, just because I did not want them to be on the front lines of the thrips battle. So I actually took them out and completely isolated them and put them in the Dragon House terrarium that Botanicaz sent to me, because I hadn't finished it out yet for begonias, and I just wanted them to be completely isolated where they would not be harmed in any way, shape, or form. And so far, so good. I've cleansed them once. Anyways, I'm gonna get into the whole thing. I'm gonna show you the little metal cart that I bought that has made my life so much easier. You guys are gonna love that too, and I'll have that linked down below. So let's get started. If you liked today's video, be sure and leave it a thumbs up or any kind of comment down below. The more you interact with a YouTube video, the better it does. So just leave an emoji if you want to just leave an emoji. I don't care. I am not picky. Okay, so here's just an overview of what the tent looks like. You can see some empty pots and containers and my milk, what? Oh my God, my watering can. Wow. But that's how it looks kind of from a ways off. So this is my Hoya linearis that so far throughout this whole Thrips ordeal has not had any symptoms and has not had any thrips on it. So I've been checking it very closely. It's only in leca and I use like dirty fish water. I don't mix up nutrients or anything for it, just dirty fish water in the bottom of that leca. We'll take a look. The roots look pretty good. Everything looks, you can see the algae growing on the roots, but it's never really caused me too much of a problem. And then we have my sad little Ficus petiolaris. And it did have leaves and they did get eaten up by the thrips. I know that he's not a goner or anything, but it was sad. It had like 4 or 5 leaves and then they just, and they were all over this guy. So this guy is big time, I think because the leaves were so fleshy and baby and young, the thrips were just like, bam, you know what I mean? So he really had a hard time. And then we have my Hoya cat piss blooms here, and it actually bloomed several times. So I'm a totally awesome Hoya mom. My Hoyas have actually been doing really, really good. So all that trash I was talking about sucking at Hoyas, I'm gonna have to retract all that. Watwacta. The Florida Ghost, and I have really just struggled. That looks like spider mites. So this leaf has spider mites. Let me show you. See that ashy shit right there and those little black dots right there? That is spider mites, and I thought that thrips was my only problem, but apparently we've got spider mites too. It's a party, call your friends. This was where the Monstera aurea and the Monstera variegated half moon were, and also a begonia harmonies pink radiance. Lost that one, did not lose it to thrips, it just died. So not 100% sure what happened with it. It was doing really, really well, and then it just took a very graceful, beautiful swan dive into death. So this carnivorous plant, first of all, this cute ass 3D printed pot was made by Cave Bear Bone on Instagram. And it says heart-shaped leaves on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to, there it is. I haven't showed this cute ass pot off in a while. Gorgeous. And this is the leaves down here on the bottom part of it from when it was in the living room and just on a regular plant stand. There was no humidifier running next to it or anything. You ever move plants around and then you forgot you sat something somewhere and then you're like, oh shit, but it's too late because it's already been damaged. That was the story with this guy. He was meant to be in a dome and I kind of just sat him somewhere and kind of forgot about him. But anyways, so his new growth looks really, really good since he's been in here in the tent. We don't have any full pictures yet on him. All these crispy critters down here don't look so good, but he's looking much better since he's been in here. And if you go over here, we have a peningula that I have almost thoroughly murdered, thinking that I could keep it in here without having a lid, but I'm guessing that's the wrong assumption. I'm thinking about putting this in a dome, trying to save it. Poor little guy. I've wanted one for so long too, and he's just not doing super hot. What can I say? It's not, he didn't do very good. And then we have this begonia dredgii Glasgow that was sent to me by @LashCorpse on Instagram. You should check it out. They've got some absolutely gorgeous lashes for performers if you're interested. And then I have this little crystallinum. Who's that? Oh, it's a fungus gnat. I was about to beat some ass in here. This beautiful crystallinum hybrid that Cody from the plant channel gave to me, and I'm not gonna lie, I really kind of struggled with him. And this is the thrips damage where it got a hold of the new leaf when it was trying to come out. So I'm also like actively looking for thrips while I'm making this video so that I can give you a good example of what they look like. And after we do this update on my spider farmer tent, I was going to show you my cart and how I've been taking things and treating them at the sink and then spraying on like neem oil afterwards, so you can kind of get an idea of what I do when I'm treating for thrips. And if you've got any tips or like products that you use other than what I use, then leave them in the comment section below, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be battling this crap for the rest of my life. So even if this is a year-old video, leave your recommendations down below. Here is my Alocasia Dragon Scale, another very generous gift from Cody at the plant channel. Gorgeous spots of variegation that popped up just out of nowhere. Beautiful spots of variegation right there. Waiting for some pups to come. Oh, she's beautiful. The newest leaf, no variegation. So, but that's okay. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. And these alocasias that look like this, if you've never owned one, the consistency is much like cardboard. I wouldn't have imagined that that's the way they felt when I didn't have one yet, but they are like, listen. Yeah, that's like cardboard. That's like hitting a plastic plant. It's a very, very, very weird ordeal. Oh, bitch, don't you do it. Damn it. Spilling stuff everywhere. This is real life. That's what I really do. I'm in here just cussing and spilling and knocking shit over. Put you back, little buddy. He's gonna be a cutie someday. He's gonna get really big. Also, the humidity is currently sitting at 58% inside the tent, and that is no supplemental humidity, no humidifier running or anything like that. So here's another little BB from Cody. And I mean, he just sent me a box with like a ton of cute things in it, so it's not my fault, it's his fault. Be mad at Cody. Also had thrips on it. You can kind of see, I'll show you a really good picture of the damage. It's not in the tent. I'm gonna show you really quick.
Hey, my boy. Oh my God. He's so good. Oh my God. He's the best. Yeah. You're the best.
So this, on my half giganteum, half varicosum that I picked up, this is what thrips damage. This is what thrips damage looks like. So it actually looks like little bitty trails of biting. Like you see how I just munchied in a trail? Munchied all over the place? Hey? I was so concerned about my tent and making sure that nothing got damaged in the tent that I let my guard down out here. And I don't see any active little white thrips to show you here, but I'm looking for them. We're on a thrips scavenger hunt to try to see if we can illustrate, not just in a picture for you, but I'll try to. God knows I've been finding live boys. You focus. This camera will push you to. What the hell was that? Oh, that was my humidistat. I'm a little jumpy these days, guys. Okay, so update on the begonia ludwigii. It is, I'm pretty sure, dead. Could be going into dormancy of some sort. I'm gonna say dead. I have been fighting with this begonia for over a year, and I'm getting to where I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm the only one pulling my weight in this relationship. And I don't know, I feel like he's playing video games a lot, you know? Might be time to dump that ass. Which is a sad, sad, sad thing because I freaking loved that begonia. So, but I ain't dragging your ass behind me for the rest of my life, Ludwig. Back here in the back, we've got the gorgeous Cissus Discolor, which could not survive anywhere else in this house besides this tent. I've also taken multiple propagations of this Cissus Discolor, which has really just been an absolute amazing looking plant. I don't know. Hang on. So it's got these huge strands coming off of it and going to the second layer of the tent, okay? These leaves are gorgeous. Hang on, let me pull one out and show you. Look at how pretty that is. Look at that. Gorgeous. And they don't have the warts, so that's really nice. But I've taken 2 strand cuttings just like this before, laid them down long ways in a bed of sphagnum, and they both rotted like real fast. Not sure how to propagate it. Would love to propagate it because I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And a Spider Farmer grow tent is the only place that the Cissus Discolor will grow for me. So that's another cool thing about the grow tent. I couldn't have that plant without this tent. This right here is the Philodendron Glorious. Maybe we got thrips over here. Hang on. Could be dead, but it could be all thrippy. Where you at, you dirty bitches? Is that spider mites again? This is what she looks like, and there is no support in here yet. This is one of the babies that I'm gonna really take my time and mount onto an actual board like I saw in Plant Life in the Tropics video, where she got her micans to grow really good. Not necessarily on a moss pole, but because you guys know I don't really use moss poles, and it's not because I don't believe in them, because I totes believe in them, okay? They exist and they work really well, but I just haven't had the time. So I kind of like skip steps a lot, which you're probably not supposed to do. But you guys can tell that I grow my plants still pretty big, even without the assistance of a moss pole. So it's pretty cool to see new ideas and other people's ideas. And anyways, this is a Hoya Wyetii. Also just dirty fish water. I don't mix up fertilizers or anything like that. It has got a crazy ass. Look at all those aerial roots, dog. That is a mess waiting to happen. That is how you spill shit, because that stuff grabs on other stuff and then you have a problem. Away. No blooms ever yet on this Wyetii, and I just take care of it the same way I take care of most of my Hoyas, which is I put them in leca and then I pray. Which is really cool. I've got a begonia video coming up next that I think you guys are really going to like, because I think I may have figured out one of the easiest ways to propagate and then grow your begonias without a bunch of fuss and muss. So look out for that video. I'm gonna actually scoot this tray back so that I'm not yanking on, damn it. You know, see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Shit. So those Cissus Discolor vines don't get yanked on. Now we're gonna go down to the bottom shelf. Back here in the back, I have a Tradescantia Nanook, I think is what it's called. And it kind of really looked a little worse for the wear there for a minute until I put it in here. It has been a new addition, I think only for the past 2 months in the Spider Farmer tent, and I'm already noticing a lot of really beautiful growth and not a lot of browning. You can tell all that fresh growth looks really nice. So I would love to start propagating that one as well. I really, really love the soft, variegated wandering species. They're very beautiful, especially in a hanging basket. And then right here, I have a beautiful begonia pink splash. You can see that it's kind of trailing outside the pot there. And to be honest with you, me and the Rex begonias kind of go at it from time to time. They get fussy, I trim them back, they grow back, they get real full, they get fussy. So it's kind of like a thing, but ever since I've had this pink splash begonia, Rex begonia in here, I haven't had a ton of problems, and I think it really, really enjoys second story light. So any updates that you saw in the past where I lost some leaves, it was completely my fault, just due to underwatering and not being a very attentive plant mother. Right here in front of that is my gorgeous philodendron painted lady. This is one of my most favorite philodendrons. It's got pretty amazing variegation, and the pinkness, it's like a orange pink marmalade type of color when it comes out. Yellowy lemon lime, gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. Look at this leaf right here. So pretty. So right next to that is my variegated sea hibiscus, and these, I bought these as a pair, and thank goodness that I did. I bought two, and I bought both of them from PA Orchid Exchange. This one did really, really well, and I'm not saying anything about PA Orchid Exchange, by the way. Great place to find more hard to find plants, and also just really great variety of other plants. I bought two of these. This one has always thrived and done better. I'm going to show you the other one. I'm going to show you the other one on my shelf back here. You can just see that little dead sprig. That's the other one. I don't know. I don't really know why or what it is. This one has been living in the tent for, I don't know. I think I've been giving you guys Spider Farmer tent updates for around 5 months now. So if you guys want to go back and see what plants have kind of come in, what plants have come out, but I'm pretty sure this one has been in here for almost the entirety. You can see a little bit of leaf curling, and that's because the sea hibiscus has given me some troubles with spider mites. But the good thing is that it's pretty hardy when you give it a treatment. And this little clover has been in the same exact pot with this variegated sea hibiscus. This clover also came from PA Orchid Exchange, and it was so beautiful. And it's just, in itself, it was so beautiful that I did not ever pull it out of the pot. And then when I repotted it, I put it back with it. Someone mentioned in my other video that when I was repotting the big ass Esmeraldents that I should put the philodendron Chironia back in the pot with it because they were lovers and they wanted to be together. I think that is such a beautiful idea, and as soon as I get a little bit of time, I'm going to pot them up together because I think that that's a lovely idea. And I think that they are lovers. You are most certainly onto something. Okay, we'll talk about you later, Piper ornatum. This is a begonia bipennitifida that needs to be watered. It is very, now it grows kind of off at an incline anyways, but this begonia is definitely sulking, needs to be watered. Gonna give it a quick water while we're doing the update. I'm gonna bring him right over on my worky table. I'm gonna carefully, you see how, oh, it's so hard to get it all back in there too. We got mostly live material. That looks like roots that have grown in. Usually at this point, I look for like debris, you know, dead leaves and shit, just to kind of keep the possibility of mold down. Like, here's a dead piece. That's the old dead leaf. Here's a piece. It's another old dead leaf. The bipennitifida seems to once it does well, it really does well. And I actually do let it droop like this quite often. It seems to be so sensitive to me to overwatering that I kind of let it show me that it needs to be watered. So this is what I water it with. Turn this little pot around. It's also sitting in a bed of perlite. So whatever runs out of it into the perlite, this Bipennifida has established a root system inside the perlite, so it can access that water for quite a bit longer than most of my other plants. I use distilled water, no fertilization on this round. Sometimes I do. Today I am not. I give it a nice, good kind of soak-in drink. Watch it kind of percolate through. And I was going to give it a second drink. Taking quite a while to percolate through. Kind of let everything, you see how it's all almost like going through the moss and stuff? Kind of let it go all the way through, and then I give it one more drink. Here we go. And that's all she wrote. See the beautiful red backs on the Bipennifida. Beautiful begonia. It's too bad that he's throwing a fit right now. I'll show you in a little bit later. Now that I've tucked all the leaves in, I'm gonna have to get this guy a bigger enclosure. He's gonna have to go live in the dragon house with the elbow and the, I don't know. This really, really big leaf on my philodendron luxurians. Looks like it has had a couple of spots also on it. Not too bad. This guy definitely needs to get a shower. Is going to get showered today. These other little leaves, look at, I mean, I cut it for, let me spin it around really quick. So a way long time ago, I cut it right here at the base, and it grew off onto this side, and I thought the node was pretty big. It's this wide when it started out, but you can see that it's grown considerably since then. It's almost back to its original girth, how you say, and it's actually looking really good, and it's probably getting close to time for me to cut it again. But this time I'm going to be wise, and I'm going to create a secondary mother plant for myself, because it's just not wise to just have one of things, especially when I'm trying to provide them on occasion. It's not smart to just have one, because he's in here with the potential thrips damage and everything else. So the next cut that I make, it will be for a secondary mother plant on that luxurians, right when the leaf's getting really big too. Unfortunate. This is the Anthurium querulans that still just puts out a leaf, right? Like this one. And it looked so good for a long time, right? Down here on the lower shelf, not getting super hardcore exposed. And then as soon as it put out this new leaf back here, which is also beautiful, this one started to yellow. And I hate that, because I would like for it to have more than one beautiful leaf at a time. I don't see any thrips yet, but I've been pretty vigorous in trying to keep everything under control. Inside of the querulans pot, partnered with this plant, I have my Piper ornatum. This Piper goes up, okay, it goes up right here, one leaf, all the way down right here, back behind the pot. Okay, it goes up and over the Maranta, and then boom, it's right here. So yeah, this has been in other parts of my house, sitting directly in front of humidifiers, sitting inside of like my homemade like grow tent that's in my bedroom, and it did good for a while, but then all of a sudden it was like bam, every leaf that it had, it dropped off, and I was like, oh snap. So looking forward to trying to propagate the tip of this, because I hear that they are notoriously hard to propagate. So that's why I just haven't even chopped it, because in the past, when I've had huge long strands like this and I end up cutting it back right here, it dies. And I don't know what that is or why that happens, but I'm just as scared. So I may cut it off, you know, right here, and then give this vine a chance to push out some buds, because I don't want to cut it too close to its base, because, you know, I don't want it to die. I really love the pipers, and that's actually my first piper that I got from Steve's Leaves. It is such a beautiful piper. Look at the pink. Look at the ornate pattern. So freaking gorgeous. The new baby leaves couldn't be any cuter as well. They look like little pink raindrops. Absolutely gorgeous, but a very finicky plant. I would not say it's definitely for experienced growers, not for first-time growers. There in the back, we have Begonia Maurice Amy and Begonia Benigno Pink, looking super cute in the back, and you guys are not gonna believe this shit. So these are the begonias down here, right? They're about this tall. This is the Begonia Lucerne that just was like, whoa, all the way up. Wild. And what's weird is that these leaves kind of looked a little crinkly, crunchily, right? And I'm guessing it's getting just look at the size of this leaf. Dang, that's big. Look at this one. That one's big too. This one's kind of small, but it's been using the pole here as like a brace, and the side of the tent's kind of keeping it up. So I think it might be time to propagate the Begonia Lucerne. This is why it's one of my favorite begonias. It grows so much better for me than the Maculata. Let me show you the Maculata. It's a travesty. Sorry, bub. It's not a super travesty, but I've got the pot sitting in an actual jar because I don't know how to make it happy. So it seemed to actually, maybe that actually helped a little bit to make it happy. Containing a little bit more moisture around the root ball. So that Begonia Lucerne is doing amazing. Growing like a champ. And then to close her out, last but not least, is my beautiful, seductive penis. It's called a pitcher plant. Not peacher plant, but pitcher plant. Look at that gorgeous daddy-o. I definitely have some pictures that have started to do their thing and like crumple up and shit. Seeing if I can show you what's on the inside. I can't. Okay, but this one, super cute. This one, super cute. Look at the tiny little, ooh. Is there anything in there? Is there anybody in there? Is there anyone home? Oh, you fungus gnats. You fuckers are dead now, ain't you? Good job, little pitcher plant buddy. You are doing a good job. Why don't you kill thrips too? Put thrips on your resume of shit to kill in here, please. They're little, they look like worms, kind of assholes. This one's kind of shriveledy on the top. From what I can tell, it keeps like a couple of shriveledy ones on board, whilst it's got some beautiful ones at the same time. Gorgeous up here also. Not quite open yet. Super pretty picture. Love it. Gorgeous. Very big since I've brought it home. This is one that I actually picked up from the grocery store. And when Cody and I when we went shopping this past couple weekends ago, when we went shopping, we saw a big ass Nepenthes plant at, where were we? Sharam's Garden Center, and he didn't get it, and I didn't get it. I didn't have any place to put it, but I'm looking back, I should have just made room because it was gorgeous. But anyways, I want to give some updates next week on some things that I had purchased recently, like the little teeny baby carnivorous plants that I picked up from Red Leaf Exotic. They're doing really good, and I would love to show you guys that. I also have some seeds that I'm starting. So just because I didn't find any thrips actively in the tent today doesn't mean that I'm gonna let my guard down. And I'm gonna show you the new cart that I got, and I'm gonna show you how I load up these bad boys and take them each either to the sink or to the shower to be laundered appropriately so that the thrips don't get ass out of control in there. Okay, so here is my handy dandy cart that I bought from Amazon. You can actually, and it actually folds up. I'm not gonna fold it all the way up, but you can see how I could compress it all the way down, and then you can actually lean it up against your wall in your garage so it's not constantly taking up the room of what a cart would take up. It says pinching hazard. Be careful, it will pinch you. It is on wheels. I'll have this linked down in the description down below. I wanted to try it for a couple of weeks and make sure that it was actually a good product, and when I got it in the mail, it wasn't like some rickety ass piece of crap. But I've used it for at least a couple of weeks now, and this cart is the shit, okay? It glides like butter. It's super easy to maneuver. It's got a nice little handle on it, 2 shelves, lots of storage space. I've actually used this thing like a bus cart to clean my house. So yeah, so I'll go around like in my room because I'm a terrible 13-year-old, and I'll leave a lot of cups and shit in my room, and then I'll put like I have this like stupid breakfast tray. I'll put it on here, and then I'll go to my room and load up all my cups and dishes and shit that I've left in there and take it all to the sink. So it's not only just good for taking your plants to the sink, it's also good for moving laundry from one end of your house to the other, bringing in a really heavy load of groceries. If you've tweaked or pulled your back, I use this to bring in groceries now. It's just like I'm the little old lady with the cart now. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna come over to the cart, and I'm gonna load everything that was on that tray. I'm gonna leave the ficus here because I don't think there's much to take care of on that. The Hoyas, I'm not really gonna worry about doing. This guy definitely needs a bath. The baby anthurium definitely needs a bath. I'm gonna leave the carnivoro plant on his own. Glorious definitely needs a bath. I'm gonna leave this Hoya in here. I'm gonna leave Mr. Dying Ludwigia. I can stay in here. This is discolor. I know better than to move that bitch anywhere. And obviously this guy only likes distilled water. The carnivorous pitcher plants only like distilled water. So I've got all these plants. Let's see, bottom shelf. I'm not used to even being able to do this much at once. I wanna take my painted lady for a bath. Who else wants it? The luxurians. And we are gonna go take it for a bath. So a couple of other things here are a little tall, like the variegated sea hibiscus. And look how easy that is, y'all. Like, these plants ain't even tripping. It's a good deal. You should try it. It's a little on the expensive side, I'm not gonna lie. But if you have like a tweaked back or anything, or elbow, it's a good thing you're going to the sink, you dirty bastard. And it's nice. It's nice to have something that you can kind of load the shit up and not make 100 trips, so. I got this, oh my gosh. My dishwasher is like oh my God. It's way too loud. We're just gonna have to leave it open. Everybody enjoy the steam bath. Okay, before I show you how to wash up, I got this amazing package from velvety_green on Instagram, but her shop on Instagram's handle is SL Handmade Soaps. And she asked me what my favorite smells were, and she gave me a couple of options, and I was like, to be honest with you, I like them all. And I actually used to shower and stuff with handmade soaps, and then I quit because I got lazy, but I'm so glad that I have these because I am excited to try. So this is what it looks like when you first open it up. Hoping to God you can't hear my ceiling fan clicking. This is driving me insane. Cute. I love the yellow. That is such a perfect color yellow. Ooh. Got this beautiful. Look at how pretty. Oh my God, that is so. Oh my God. Oh my God, that smells so freaking good. Which flavor did I get? Oh man. SL Handmade Soaps. And there is her little QR code. And she told me, oh my God, this one smells super good. Oh. Casey's calling. Oh shit. I think I'm melting it just by holding it. Oh, that's probably got a lot of fat in it. That's good stuff. Hey.
Hey. I am walking out the door.
Okay, I think this one is the Fresh and Clean. It's got poppy seeds on it though. Hang on, wait, it might be, I don't know. She gave me a list and I don't know which one it is, but this smells freaking amazing. It is so freaking nice to have my sense of smell back. Oh, and I had a Hoya Bertonier that had some cat piss butterscotch blooms, and I could smell those too, and I was just in heaven. Because of course I don't smell cat piss, but oh, these are so good. Thank you so much to Stacy at SL Handmade Soaps. These smell freaking amazing, and I can't wait to put a love spell on Cleta later. Ooh, he'll just enjoy if I shower. I got a lot to do these days. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you so much to Spider Farmer for sponsoring today's video and making all of my indoor growing dreams come true. I can't freaking wait to get that 5x5 in here and get to smacking them tomatoes out. I am so excited. I want to make some good homemade pizza like what I saw on Flock Finger Lakes or Finger Flock Lakes, or I'm sorry if I get that mixed, my bad. They had a yummy episode about farm to table pizza. It was a good story. Go watch it. Anyways, if you liked today's video, be sure and leave it a thumbs up or any kind of comment down below. The more you interact with a YouTube video, the better it does. So just leave an emoji if you want to just leave an emoji. I don't care. I am not picky. Or if you're brave enough, share it in a plant group. That would really absolutely help us out. Thank you so much for coming and watching today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed my Spider Farmer update / Thrips nightmare story / how do I use my new cart to take care of my Thrips nightmare story. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you like my sweater, you can find it in the merch links down below. Any of my products that you want to find, you can also find those in the description. Peace out. Later, taters. Bye.
I am burning it down.
And now I would love to give a big, dirty, nasty shout out to all of my monthly supporters, my dirty plant enthusiasts. Nadine Ski, 7 Puggies, Cindy C, A Bear's Garden, Abby Gilbert, Ace Cadet, Alexandra Chilton, Alexis Solly, Always Propagating, Amber V, Amy Adwan, Anna Dreesen, Ashley Caraveo, A Warm Wind, Barbara Lindbergh, Bethany Estes, Bryn, Carly Grinnell, Casey Dillon, Casey Glidewell, Cata Colette, Chamomile Camille, Channel Has Been Deleted, Chrissy Spencer, Colleen Hatton, Courtney Martin, Crazy Plant Lady, Cuties with Cardi, Danielle Holt, Darren Heppel, Daryl Lee, David Sawyer, Diana Anderson, Eliza Haney, Ellen Louise Pasco, Emily Kingsley, Aaron Roche, Felicia Yeager, Fenner Lamb, Fiona, Glass Cactus 15, Goncalo Martins, Gretchen Ward, Haley Hetrick, Haley Martin, Haley Kester, Heather Summers, Heidi Christofferson, Hells Bells, Holy Coley, Houseplanty Goodness, Hunter Jolly, Jamie Ellis, Jake Rowe, Jenna Maria, Jennifer Banner, Jessica Viola, Jessica D, Joe Howard, John Alexander, Joseph L. Simmons V, Juan ZC, Caitlin Card, Cassandra Hines, Kathy W, Kaylee Logan, Keith Betchel, Kelly Hodgson, Kim Toby, Kimberly Mossman, Not Dude, Crimson and Clover, Christy Bim, Kaya Hauser, Kaylin Cooper, Lauren Loves Leaves, Life's a Garden, Light Owl, Lilac Moore, Lillianne Morin, Lynn Therese, Lisa Nolan, Lori Davison Hughes, Luis H, Lulu's Leaves, Mara Baker, Megan Moyna, Meeks, Megan Lilly, Melissa Zielstorf, Ev H, MF Webb, Mia Sewell, Michaela Rags, Michelle A, Michelle G, Michelle Reed, Michelle Waters, that's with the Michelle crew right there. What up, all my Michelles? Monica Allison, Morgan Cluck, Morwena, My Clean Leaves, Nancy Hong, Nicholas Constant, Nicole Rohr, man, y'all got some hard names. Nikki Toller, Ordinary Plant Girl, Pam's Pretty Plants, Peanuts Plants, Rachel Sharp, Raylene Hillhouse, Rhea Shields, Rhiannon C, Ricky Molbeck, Reese's Roots, Safia Bahadir, Sarah Santos, Sarah, Sassy and Succulent, Seth Miller, Showers ASMR, Sophie Botting, Sophie 95, Steph Miller, Stephanie Bazella, Stephanie Benzies, Stephanie Pietro, my Stephanie crew, Tanya Hautziger, Taylor Kaysen, T, Tiffany Wright, Trent Rolmus, Tyler Kersey, Vertigree Dreams, Bernie Zoo, Victoria Fonseca, and Wesley Limentino. Holy moly, we made it through. And now I would like to say the dirtiest, nastiest shout out possible to all the people that make all my dirty plant hoe dreams come true on a monthly basis. Danny Ryan, Abby Rupp, Alana Treese, Allie Wells, Allison Havens, Alyssa Braden, Amber Mae Fleming, Amber Metter, Amy Baxter, Andrew Wolf, Andrea Hewitt, Anna D, April Robinson, Ariel Roots, Arlisa B, Ashley Williams, Aubrey Puff, Botanicaz LLC, Carly Knight, Caitlin Tess, San Antonio Botsis, Chelsea Clifton, Christy Stewart, Sierra Jones, Colin F, Danny Sprague, Deanne U. Santos, Darylyn, Denise Tomer, Diana Warner, Donna, Emily Cephalou, Emily Forhay, Emma LaCroix, Florence Ramirez, Gab, Gina the Great, Haley Eblin, Haley Stanley, Heather Lamb, Heather Worrell, Honeybird, Houseplant Heather, Jasmine Renee, Jedi KCC, Jen DeReja, Jennifer Rouse, Jenny Vanderbilt, Jessica Stanford, Jill Cunningham, Caitlin Guavi, Chris, Carla Diaz, Catherine Sproles, Katie, Katrin, Kelly Rice, Kelly Costello, Kristen Williams, Kristen Wallace, Christy D, Chris Delea B, Lauren, Lindsay Daniel, Liz B, Maggie Porter, Mary Boots, Megan Baker, Megan Earls, Megan Gowdy. What's up, my Megans? Melissa Hartog, Mel's Planty Plants, Miss Angle Green, Natural State Ashley, Nicholas Caruso, Nikki Grilly, Odd Avocado Tree, Olivia Wise, Oops, I Sold My Planties, Paul Zhang, Pinky from Hot Farms, Plant Princess, Plantastica, Simonetta, QR, Reagan Cornelius, Rianne Chuckasang, Rico 9383, Riley Elizabeth, Root and Leaf, Sammy Joe Ruby, Sarah J, Sarah Jones. What's up, Sarah's? Sleazy Wednesday 1, I Like Your Name, Spotted Oreo, Stacey Anderson, Tammy Carroll, Tara Peterson, Tara's Plants, Tropics in the Midwest, The Hatter's Madness, The Plants Channel, The Plants Meow, The Turtle, Tracy Buzzle, Trey Doppel, Tyler Frakes, Whitney Sales, Wicked Witch Roxy, Will H, and Winter Rose. Peace out. Later, Taters. Bye.